For a long time, the tiny island Migingo on Lake Victoria was uninhabited. Only the evil spirit Kalali lived there. Today, on an island covering 2 square kilometers only, over 130 people live. The island does not belong to any of the neighboring states, which are Uganda and Kenya. Furthermore, there is a rare democratic rule for Africa. In a week, the island's inhabitants earn nearly 3 times more than their mainland neighbors in a month. How do the inhabitants of the island live, and where do they spend so much money? Hello, this is the Hidden Truth channel, and I'm Emma. In this video, I will surprise you a lot. Watch to the end. Enjoy watching! There were disputes in Africa for a long time because of the fish in Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria was an inexhaustible supplier of fish for Uganda and Kenya. However, in time, the population of freshwater fish started to decline, so in the 60s, they decided to artificially increase it. The Nile perch was released into the lake. The huge, voracious fish quickly destroyed their smaller relatives. Of course, the Nile perch was caught by local fishermen and sold. In Kenya and Uganda, a sudden increase in demand for this perch was noticed. Moreover, there had long been disputes between the two states about the tiny and very well-located Migingo Island. While the heads of states were arguing, in 1991, 2 fishermen from Kenya arrived at the island, George Kibebe and Dalmas Tembo. Even the fact that an evil spirit named Kalali lived on Migingo did not stop them. For the prospect of getting rich, the fishermen spared no expense to hire a powerful shaman. For just 300 kilograms of Nile perch, the wizard performed a spirit exorcism. The way to the island was opened. At first, George Kibebe and Dalmas Tembo lived there only together, but soon 60 more people joined them. Soon, the island's population grew to 130 people. According to data from 2009, residents of the island were originally from Uganda and Kenya. The island does not belong to any neighboring state, so Kibebe and Tembo declared it an independent republic. But the neighboring countries didn't agree and sent their representatives repeatedly for negotiations. In exchange for protection from pirates and the arbitrariness of neighbors, the governments of the countries demanded that the islanders pay them taxes. Of course, no one agreed to this. This resulted in a number of conflicts between Kenya and Uganda. The Coast Guard of both countries even broke down shacks on the island and cut fishing nets. Several shootings happened in which island residents were killed. On this basis, several armed fights took place between the local populace that ended in the death of 6 people. Eventually, in 2009, a commission was created to determine the status of the island's ownership. Nevertheless, no decisions were made. As a result, the island came under the control of both neighboring states, which of course did not please the inhabitants of the island, including the fishermen. The fishermen were forced to pay 25% taxes on their profits in Uganda and Kenya, as well as give 10% of their profits to the authorities of Migingo Island. However, none of them remains poor. The perch is very expensive, and skilled fishermen earn on the sale of fish from $300 to $400 a week. The money remaining after paying taxes, they prefer to spend on entertainment on the island. There is enough cozy places and variety of entertainment. Before the mass settlement, there was a pretty lush vegetation on the Migingo Island. Today, there remain only 2 almost fallen trees that leaned against the pubs. The local residents live in very cramped conditions, but there is no decent housing on the island. Also, there is no hospital, and the islanders have go to Uganda or Kenya for treatment. All shacks are built from iron sheets, and there are no bathrooms, toilets, just a kitchen and bedroom. Islanders bathe and relieve themselves in the surrounding lake waters. There is no electricity, television, or internet on the island. Fishermen spend all their time fishing, and their wives clean the fish got in the Nile perch right on the shore of the island. Most of the catch goes for sale, while the remaining fish is cleaned, then they hang it on a fishing line or wire and dry it in the narrow passages between shacks. In their free time, the islanders make parties and have fun. On the island, with an area of no more than half a football field, there are various entertainment venues. There are 5 bars, several hotels, its own pharmacy, a beauty salon for women and men. There are even 4 brothels where local women work as love priestesses. Alcohol and light drugs are freely traded in bars and brothels, but only for locals. Migingo is not deprived of the tourist attention. Tourists come here on excursions very often. Several hotels even have been built for them from the same profiled sheets and with dirt floors. On the island, there is a police station built by Ugandans and a small church, which are considered more or less decent buildings. Ugandan police maintains order and protects tourists, although they cannot stay on the island for more than a day. This rule was established by honorary senators who impose fair punishments for violating the laws and the rules of conduct on the island. The senators do not invent these rules alone. They consult with another 5 senators who are also chosen by all island residents. The Big 7 of Migingo Island makes all decisions only by general vote. The laws that reign on the most populous island in the world are strict but fair. Senators reserve the right to hold trials and punish those responsible. They treat particularly harshly thieves for petty theft. Thieves are beaten with straw whips. For a bigger theft or the repeated crime, the criminal is expelled from Migingo forever. This prospect scares many, especially fishermen who earn good money. That's why there are almost no crimes on the island, except for rare drunken fights. Moreover, new people can provoke conflicts. Strangers are forbidden to settle on the island. Senators have banned the construction of new houses, which may save the island from overpopulation. The residents of Migingo Island have a real opportunity to escape from overpopulation. However, children are being born in great numbers today, despite the lack of medical assistance. Only 200 meters from Migingo, there is a Migingo Island, several times larger than Migingo, but the locals are no in hurry to move there. Why? It's all because of the evil spirits that previously lived on the island of Kaleli. They were expelled after a ritual but escaped to Migingo. They were not alone there, because there was an even more evil spirit on the island, whose name is Tuk. 2 evil spirits on one island is too much. Nobody is ready to banish them, not even the shamans, not even for a ton of valuable Nile perch. However, Migingo is not uninhabitable. There are several buildings where scientists from different countries live and study the flora and fauna of Lake Victoria. They also observe their neighbors from the Migingo Island. But evil spirits, as Africans believe, do not touch them. The reason is quite explainable. All the scientists are white, and the evil spirits, as Africans believe, didn't give a damn about them. It's a little strange, but it is what it is. By the way, on my channel there is an equally interesting and amazing video about China. Many people think that their legendary clay army is a couple of decades old, and the Chinese have fooled the whole world. If you're interested in finding out the truth, click on the video that popped up above. Be sure to send this video to your loved ones. Put a like if you learned something new, and don't forget to subscribe. Lots of interesting research awaits you. Bye-bye!